tri-lane, considering Tim's, he's already started rotating into that mid lane now. Might try and go onto Carl in the mid. Meanwhile, Jackie, those in trouble top laners, they do jump the void, and it looks like they might just have him, but no, Jackie, he will be able to time walk away as Carl's going to be the one to drop mid lane. They leave Jackie behind, but they knew he was going to be just fine. Boom Esports able to claim first blood in the mid. Down to the bot lane he goes, onto Cuckoo. They'd love a Viper kill for themselves, and they've got the X into the boat. FBZ's got the jewel up as well. They'll just wait till he gets nice and low, and in fact, never mind, Yopaj. Oh, yeah, that was a bit early, Yopaj. I think FBZ wanted the jewel damage.
For sure, and maybe just not expecting that much burst onto the Viper early on, but they get that rotation running. I mean, they get a good kill. There's not much pressure coming out from T1. While that movement's up, they are grouping up top, maybe looking for that opportunity onto Jackboys, and they will jump in.
Yeah, nice start out into the follow-up Impale, and this is kind of what we're talking about. Just so much Disable available against the Void. Away with that Crypt Swarm, and doesn't seem so high impact, but
Carl?
it really is. It's mid lane. Who have they gone on? It's going to be Carl on that Lina. The TPs are there, though, to try and help out Carl. He's going to go down anyway, as Skem is able to pick up the kill on the DP, and he will happily give his life away if need be. But now they turn right back around. Skem's tanking through it. Torrent is going to land from Yopaj, but that's going to be it. A 1-for-1, but certainly in the favor of Boom Esports. Don't really think you want to allow Jackie to get that Maelstrom up. Still, FBZ is going to get ganked up here as Zephyr is there with the Impale. He did get the Prestige attack off in time, and he's going to try for the TP play, and he might just make it, but no. Cuckoo barely getting the damage in.
No Vendetta, but they have the finger. So they can still look for the burst play on someone they catch here.
On smoke, though. John Gabby's been left behind down at the bot lane, and they just go right in for the chrono. No playing around. They want that kill, and they're going to get it. And that top smoke that was there from T1, it amounts to absolutely nothing.
They've still got the X. They only really used Chrono, and that's not much.
Nice start from Skem. That'll get Zephyr with the X out into the Torrent. We'll get the Spy Carapace off, but it won't matter too much as Skem's still going to move in, as now the BKB is going to be popped, Japoy. He'll get one kill down, and now Cuckoo, he trying to come in and take out Skem, but Skem is surviving. He's a Giga Chad. They'll eventually take him down, but the jewel is there, and that'll be a first bit of jewel damage out for FBZ, and another kill out for Yopaj.
The protection of the Lincolns is queuing up. Down the line, they're going to want that Silver Edge for damage. And that's space he's going to need. They are trying to shove in bot, but looks like Boom are ready for the defense.
That they are. Yopaj is in with the Torrent and the boat. Carl, though, going to be forced to BKB up, but FBZ, trying to get in range for the jewel, is going to be unable to get it. Still, they'll force the fight. Zephyr trying to back off, but here comes Jackie. He'll join his team. They really want that Nyx Assassin dead, and should eventually be able to chase us. In fact, never mind that. They're going north, up to Cuckoo and the Lina. They've got the jewel out, onto the Viper. Cuckoo's in big trouble, but the Laguna Blade out on FBZ. It's going to be enough in the end, but Carl's gone down. Tim's takes the kill, and now Cuckoo, he will closely follow behind. They got FBZ, but they're going to lose 3 for that. The map as Tim's is going to be there, and now more TPs coming out. Wymon's going to get caught, and that's going to be one support to drop as they even chase for more now. Cuckoo's still running, but there's your blink out from FBZ into the jewel. They've got the Viper locked down, and Cuckoo knows he cannot get away. Boom Esports again just rushing T1. Gabby and Zephyr, all they can do is run from this. They know they can't take the fight yet.
Yeah, it's just so aggressive. They had really great defensive wards here from Boom, so they spot out Whitemon, immediate TP out from Skem, and they're still not done. They have Chrono to play with here in Jackie.
Oh, Gabby. They saw Gabby for a second. He'll try to meld to blink away, but Jackie's got both of them in the chrono. He's got everything he could ask for into the Torrent boat, and Yopaj will clean up. Get the brooms out, because Zephyr now, he'll be the third. Carl's going to try and help, but I'm not sure about that, Carl. He's run right into the whole side of Boom, but can they lock him down? It looks like they just may, as he'll BKB up, but FBZ's got another jewel out onto the Lina this time. Another victory for Boom Esports. T1, they cannot do anything. They can't do anything, John.
They just can't fight. Like, Boom hit these early item spikes, the quick BKBs on Yopaj, the lane swaps early on, really enabling this. And now they just head straight to Roshan. That was spotted out by Ward. They did have a good ramp ward here from T1, so they know what this is happening. It's happening too fast. Lina's not up. You only have Cuckoo who can run up. You do have at least the Earth Spike and Impale, but it just doesn't feel like they've been able to use that well.
miscommunication perhaps as Cuckoo's just run right in by himself. He may get bursted down. Skem meanwhile again just tanking all the spells and all the damage. Skem just doesn't care. They can throw everything but the kitchen sink if the man still won't die. As Whitemon thought he was out scot-free, but that is not the case. He'll be X'd up by the idol, and that'll be another kill for Boom Esports. 20-5 now, with a 7k net worth advantage. FBZ's got that blink available, but it is on cooldown. Still Jackie moving in, but Cuckoo's been spotted out. Jewel is there immediately as FBZ. He doesn't care about the extra damage. He just wants the kill, and he'll get it.
A lot of sentries in the parts of the map they are playing in, and now they're still on the hunt. They're looking for Gabby up top.
Can they find him though? They're gonna try. Gabby is trying to get away with the meld, but it may not be enough. The blur is gonna wear off now, and Jackie can move in, and you've still got that chrono if you do want to commit, but they'll wait out the Jewel instead, and that's gonna be a nice easy kill as Jackie. He's having a great laugh to himself here. It's very rare you see the voice lines come out from Jackie, but he's brought him out today as now Carl is in danger again. Even with the BKB, the damage output. Oh boy, 13 kills for Yopaj. I mean, this is just a stomp of a game one, John.
It's insanity. Like, T1, it just felt like they got all the counter picks. They got all the timings for an early game, aggressive start. And it still boils back to that lane swap from Boom. One simple lane swap to have the Void versus PA, and T1 never switched out. I think if they just applied more pressure onto that Void while it was weak, you know, like level 1 time walk's atrocious. You don't have much room to jump away from the Viper's magical damage. You don't have enough time to run away from the chain stunts on line Nyx. You might have been able to get that early momentum for T1, but now it's a farming game. Now you're forced to play a farming game, 10k behind, building up in a PA, trying to catch up on Lina. But there's not enough space on the map to enable that, and that's where T1's draft is going to struggle. Just enabling a Lina, enabling a PA, two very greedy cores on the offset, where Boom is just all over the map. Like, they are literally just running forward and forcing fights every minute. They have not rested. More than a kill per minute there, Mike.
Oh, it's just unbelievable here from Boom Esports, and it kind of goes back to the question Nat asked us, right, before the grand finals really started, about whether there was going to be some fatigue here for Boom. But John, you can just feel the momentum right now. They're very happy, they're feeling that energy, and well, whenever your Yopaj is on 13-0-9, John, you know it's going to be a good game for Boom, because they're moving into that mid-tier 3 tower. Chrono's up, BKBs are up. I don't know if you can stop them. They've even got another minute on that Aegis. I mean, T1's got to try, but it's a very tough ask to defend this tier 3 tower. Perhaps if they just miss out on having a creep wave, maybe they could delay this long enough and the Aegis might expire in time for Boom to back off. And it does seem like they are going to retreat. So they get a bit of damage into the tier 3, but they're not going to overextend. They'll be more than happy with that, and they'll just take over that dive triangle.
Get the steal away to camps. T1 are still stuck on the high ground. They're not in position to really jump outside their base. They will go for a smoke play. So this is the moment of truth. If they can get their chain stunts off, if they get the right hero pinned down first, with the burst they have, they still can find these kills, especially if the BKBs simply don't turn on from Boom. Issue for T1 is they're going in a bit blind. Their only ward was up top. It's already gone. So they have no clue where Boom is, and they're just going to miss out. Whereas Boom, they've got a very good ward in the triangle. They're smoked up now as well, Mike.
Well, they're going to force the fight with the chrono from Jackie in the front line. In fact, never mind Skem. No, it's going to be Jackie. He wants that big chrono. Zephyr, though, is going to break the smoke. As they see Whitemon, chrono's not there yet. Gabby has not been spotted within that blur either. So they'll just go after the line with a nice duel out from FBZ. It's going to be an easy pick-off. And that'll mean 70 duel damage now for FBZ. And I think now with that line down for 20, you may as well at least try to force the buyback from Whitemon.
Yeah. It's not too much time, so I don't think Whitemon's going to be forced for it, but they'll lose a lot of space on their own high ground. They need that line stun. They've got to blink up on Lina, so there's some play potential here for Carl. But something's got to give. They've got to do something about this high ground push, because it's just constant from Boom.
They might just back off after the tier 3 again. Just no rush here for Boom Esports. They understand how powerful of a position they're in right now. So again, if they hold that triangle, Gabby's going to have a very tough time trying to keep up here with Jackie. Certainly falling very far behind at the moment. Again, Boom Esports might just go high ground as Tim's maybe looking for a bit of a swap here with the X back. Looking for Cuckoo and does get it, but how do you hold him down? Answer is you don't. Cuckoo lets him know about it. I guess nice try from Cuckoo, but doesn't really pan out for the side of Boom.
I like that play though. It's a cheeky one that you don't see too much. Having the protection of X for an aggressive swap. Oh.
Jackie. Don't think he wanted to throw that chrono out just in case the blink was going to be there. Now T1, another 4-man smoke. Again, the vision game is really not around here for T1. All they can do is try to get Jackie, who is farming a creep wave at top lane, but he's going to back off in mid lane. Cuckoo may get caught out this time as one hit out from Yopaj. And that'll get it done. Cuckoo just gives the tip. He doesn't know what to do.
That is such a squishy Viper. He's got Dragonlance BKB mic. He's got some strength in. He's pinging it out. 1.8k to the Viper on a 1.7k HP hero. What can you do, man? What can you do? Yopaj just has to. He's level 20, and Cuckoo's still level 14. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's too much.
Yopaj is going for one level per minute right now. John, screw the 1k gold. Who cares about that? We're going for XP this game. It's Boom Esports are right into that mid lane. Zephyr's going to try and slow this down, but he's going to be very wary of his own positioning right now. He does not have, or rather he does have buyback, but he's one of the only ones on T1 that does. It's Boom. They'll take the mid racks. Again, no rush here for the Radiant. In a very, very powerful position, Boom are. So they'll back off and give a bit more time for themselves to just keep that net worth lead going. Now, you look back at Gabby, John, the farm's not too impressive right now. I mean, Battle Fury BKB is nice. Without the Deso, though, you don't really have that much damage, even with the crits flying up.
No, definitely not. I think, considering that Gabby's and T1 in general has had a pretty slow game, him only being about 1k behind Jackie is actually pretty good. It means he's actually keeping up pace with Jackie's own farm, considering how little of the map T1 has. That's a good sign for T1. Is it enough yet? Not quite. He's going to need way more than just the Desolator here. I think you're going to want to see Gabby with his Ags, his signature pickup on PA, just to have more blur opportunities, more Phantom Strike opportunities, and safer farm flying out with lower cooldown on blur. But that is still a pipe dream. It's still ways off in farm. And again, Boom aren't resting at all. They're still looking for aggression. They're still running around. Next Roshan, about less than a minute. So that's going to be the next thing they take. If they find a win in this fight, easily transition to next Rosh. Another set of racks on the high ground.
Oh, Gabby, don't farm that creep wave, sir. Do not touch that creep wave. Farming up, just waiting out that blur, but he's going to blink towards the creep wave. In fact, never mind. Now they know exactly where he is, and Gabby, Spider Link's up. It's not going to matter. The jewel is there. They've got the breakout, and the boat to fly in. Meanwhile, Roshan has started from Jackie, but he was trying to do it, well, not by himself. Well, kinda, I suppose, as Zephyr was trying to interrupt, but he may get punished himself for this. Zephyr misses the impale, is going to go down, and Roshan will be continued by Boom. GG.
You call it.
They've had enough, and I don't blame them, Jonathan. 30-5, 13k net worth lead at 30 minutes in. I think T1's draft just failed them, and rather they failed to execute the draft, and that was it. They just know they had no comeback.